I've got my face on.
Yeah.
All right, quiet in the studio, everybody. We're going to kick this off. Cue the music. All right, we're in. Hello, Statsman. Say
hello.
Hello.
I'll say a bit more manly. Hello.
Hello.
That was a bit camp.
Hello.
Hiya.
Well, there's a lot of that about going about. And we have the Gazelle. Say hello, Gazelle.
Well, if we start on that lot. Hi! And hasn't I tell? Listen, we're getting a bonus this week. We're throwing this little extra one in.
Yes, this lickle. This is a surprise. It is a surprise. It's so much of a surprise that I didn't put any coins in the color meter. So that's why I'm black and white, because I can't afford this anymore. I'm telling you, it goes from week to week. I'm like, hand to mouth. That was a joke.
Michael Jackson, he did a little bit of that black and white, and that went well.
Apparently there was a joke in there somewhere. Then, Trev, missed that, did you?
Hand to mouth.
I did, yeah, I don't know.
Oh, God. These are dad jokes. These are really, really bad dad jokes.
Even those jokes embarrass dads.
Indeed. Well, okay. Mark, this is your call. This is a surprise feature of the week. What is it that you desperately want to talk about? I mean, I know it's about how great I am, how good looking I am, how articulate I am.
Is that why you're hiding in black and white, is it? Yeah?
Yeah, that's what it is. Okay. I want to hide up all the blotches on my face. Go on.
They love bites.
No, they're acne bites.
Fair enough. What we're gonna? I'll tell you what. I'll start with. I guess resets don't fix stupid, do they?
Oh, no.
How many resets does Labour need here?
And how much stupid have we got hanging about?
Oh, as soon as you mentioned stupid, Tulip Siddiq.
Oh, what? our anti-corruption czar?
I mean, I'm not saying she's really stupid, but when you've got a relative who's been up to no good, apparently.
In Bangladesh?
Maybe distance yourself a little bit. But no, we'll take some properties and we'll turn a blind eye.
I was going to say, I heard something going around that she had about 5 properties in London.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Cheap.
That she's never bought.
That's right. She was living in them rent-free.
All legit, though.
Yeah, I mean,
totally legit. Legit.
They will be legit for the simple reason that her dad had that #1 single, didn't he, for about 4 years or something like that. It was a hell of a long time, so they must have made a lot of money out of that.
Who are you talking about? This is Tulip Siddiq, right? The MP.
No. I tiptoe through the tulips.
Ah, Tiny Tim.
Window. Yeah, well, that was her dad.
Sadly, she probably wishes it was.
No, it's not her. It's not her. It's not him. He's dead anyway.
That's the dad, isn't it?
No. He used to be. No, that's not her dad.
Definitely not her dad. About now.
Well, I'll tell you what.
He wasn't called Tiny Tim for nothing.
Oh, right. Well, I'm getting bum information here because I thought it was her dad. And obviously, that's where they got the money from.
Want some information on a real family?
Yes, please. Go ahead. Dish it out.
So I believe she's resigned because apparently they had a little look into these properties and she didn't use them for anything bad. Used them. No, we want to know how you got them, my love. But anyway,
that's right.
Her auntie is apparently where all this has come from. It was under investigation. Is it Bangladesh?
Yeah.
For corruption. Now, a lot of people think corruption, don't they? They think
she was the leader. She was the leader.
Oh, money. Oh, not money, no. Oh, genocide. What else have we got? 31 cases in all. There's murder, genocide, and crimes against humanity.
And also billions of pounds that were involved in a power station.
That's what I was going to ask you about then. I've skirted this over the last sort of 24 hours, but it was billions, wasn't it? It wasn't millions. It was billions, over the building of a power station or something.
Yep.
She was doing deals with Putin. But yeah, it's got to be Musk and Trump and everyone who are the Russian spies.
Oh, yes, of course.
Why is this hypocrisy just oozing these people? How can they be allowed to go around calling everyone Russian spies, yet they're the ones doing deals with Putin?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's just unbelievable.
I'll ask you guys a question. If someone suspected your auntie of crimes against humanity and genocide, would you distance yourself a little bit, perhaps? Maybe?
Well, unless my auntie was giving me,
5
maybe
in
40, 50 billion or million, sorry.
Five houses in London.
Yeah. And houses in London.
But the best bit about this is, wasn't she something to do with anti-corruption?
Oh, yeah, she was. She was the anti-corruption czar. And everything was okay. She handed herself in for scrutiny, and
that worked.
Everything's okay. Everything is just hunky-dory. That's okay. But she resigned so as not to be a distraction to the government.
I would have thought maybe Bangladesh would be a massive distraction. I mean, she's not said much about her auntie, but look into Bangladesh. Anyone know what the age of consent is in Bangladesh?
4.
Well, stick a 1 in front of it, and you've got the one for girls. For boys, there isn't any.
You're joking.
No, you've got shocking rates of rape and escalating violence against women.
So it's 14.
14 for girls and no age for boys.
Wow.
I'll just give a couple of examples. A woman was stripped, slapped, kicked and beaten by 5 men for half an hour. That's nice. In 2014, 20 people killed an apostate. That was someone who left the Islamic religion, hacked him to death. It's illegal to be gay, and there's no law against discriminating against LGBTQ. This kind of goes a little bit against Labour's ethos, does it not?
It does a bit, yeah.
So
I mean, talk about us and us being misogynists by having a go at some of the women in politics today. Right? It's got nothing on Muslims and Islam, nothing whatsoever. They are the biggest misogynists going.
Funny you should mention Islam, because they use Mongol and English law actually in Bangladesh, a bit of a mixture,
right?
Because our laws used to be the best, but there is aspects of Sharia, so you can imagine eventually.
Yeah, the women will get blamed for everything. It won't matter what it is. If the woman gets raped, she'll get blamed for being raped. And I just, it drives me nuts, these countries. And we have to do business with them.
Yeah, but you've got politicians taking properties off leaders of these countries.
Well, yeah.
Giving people like us a hard time if we speak out against things that are destroying this country. These people, again, are the biggest hypocrites you will ever meet. And we'll move on to another one shortly. But
go on. Well, don't talk about the Gazelle like that. He's not a hypocrite.
No,
he just tells it like it is, don't you, Gazelle?
Certainly do. If you don't like it, you know where you can go.
Yeah. Has anyone got anything else on Tulip Siddiq?
No, well,
Is she going to be the first
gone.
of many?
But what will happen is she'll probably come back in about a year or two's time, just like Peter Mandelson did. Come back.
Oh, like all the failed politicians, like, well, at least they tried.
Yeah.
Back there, spending all my tax money.
That guy is absolutely nuts. He is being shown up in so many different ways for the policies that it's just going to cost this country so much money, and it's not going to do us any good.
Message balls. There's another one they've dragged to the front again.
None of them have any real credibility. Did you see that meme? That video of that guy when he was being canvassed by the Labour canvasser, and he basically went F off. He said Labour scum. He said you messed up this country and blah 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 blah. And now they're turning the canvassers into victims because the guy expressed an opinion. What the hell? It's just, I wouldn't even mind betting that the police are going to knock on his door saying, you're not allowed to do that. Just like they're trying to stop people in the pubs from talking about things. Mark, you've got to say something about that.
It's never going to happen, mate.
I know.
Not in my pub, anyway.
Yeah,
no one's going to upset me. They can say whatever they like. That's the whole point. It's free speech.
Yeah.
And if anyone even complains, well, guess what? The bard, she'll be coming in again.
Get out.
Whatever. Doesn't bother me.
Get out. That includes you, Gazelle. You're not going to be allowed in. If you don't like his opinion, you're out. You understand?
Not interested.
It is the new hunter at the Travellers.
I'll go straight down to Tesco. 4 tinnies, straight home and watch Gotti. Won't bother me if I get thrown out of a pub.
And again, we can play the game, can't we? So if I hear anyone talking about leftist stuff in the pub, that's it.
Yeah.
You've offended me. I am. Yeah. Oh my God, I'm alarmed, distressed. I'm calling the police.
We go through all the CPS motions.
Yeah, I'm calling the gay police. They can come in the rainbow car. They can put you in some fluffy handcuffs. And give you a good spanking at the station. Put you over his knee.
All the blues on. Ma. Now you buddy. Now you buddy. Out you go. Out you go. Tell you what.
Anyway, we should do a sweep here, shouldn't we? I think on who's going to be next to resign and how long it's going to take.
Yeah.
What's it been 5 or 6 months? We've lost one. Do we think Rachel from complaints is going to be next? That was Rachel from the job centre.
Rachel, it's looking good because he's given her his full confidence. It's looking.
Yes.
He did that with Tulip.
She's a goner. She's a goner.
I think she might hang on for a little bit. I think there'll be someone else who'll go first, probably. Don't know
who do you reckon?
Yet. I don't know yet.
Well, who's that business minister? The minister for business. What's his name? The guy with the moustache. He looks like.
No one knows who any of them are called. John.
Do you remember that guy? That guy off the old grey whistle test. He looks like him.
They only send about three of them out on the telly anyway, don't they?
Because everybody's too frightened to come out. I'm not going in there to get slaughtered.
The old grey whistle test whispering Bob Harris.
That's him. He looks like Bob Harris. He looks like him.
It's a great night tonight. What we're going to do is going to play some T-Rex for you tonight. You're really going into it. What, Bob? What? Going to really enjoy some scenes tonight. And Mark's going, you know about?
What the hell is all that about?
Pretty much, yeah.
Those were the days when the BBC made good programs. Not like the shite that they make now. They're politically correct. No?
Yeah.
By the way, YouTube passed. That sounds terrible. YouTube passed. When we were swearing at the beginning of that clip that went up, YouTube passed it. Didn't even bat an eyelid.
Hey, but I think they're all getting frightened in the minute because Meta's doing the same, isn't it? They're letting everything go at the minute because Mr. Trump is coming in. And I'll tell you what, they're going to release some sausages within days. There's about 30 sausages ready for the barbecue. They're all coming out.
Don't be talking about LA again.
Trump's not even in yet. And all the sausages are being released. Can't believe it.
And all those people. Who was that guy that said he was going to set himself on fire? Right? And somebody put a meme up. One of the Rob. I can't remember his name. I can't. Do you know what? I'm losing it. And people put up memes going, "Burn, baby, burn, disco inferno."
It's like all these. As I'm going to bring out, we're going to make a special on this one. The Charlie Mullins, he's another one. And I'm leaving the country. If Labour got it, I'm leaving the country. Oh, hang on a minute. I'll sort out your ticket. Just give us a minute. I'll sort out your ticket for you.
Tell you what, they should all leave the country. Should we just go through one more of these hypocrites?
Yeah, go on.
See, I've got a feeling Sophia Patel might be next. I think she's Labour's head of operations, whatever the hell that means.
Oh yes. It looks like she's going to get extradited.
I know what it means. It means head of interfering in elections because she's deleted, apparently, all social media accounts, right?
Yeah,
due
she's
to
worried.
Election interference. Because a few people have pointed some things out. Patel could possibly be charged with election interference, failure to register as a foreign agent, conspiracy to commit an offence against the US, cybercrime or unauthorised access, transporting funds for unlawful purposes, interstate travel to aid unlawful activities. Now, these can carry heavy penalties. The funny thing is this is thanks to extradition laws signed by former Labour MP and PM Tony Blair.
Oh, brilliant.
So I'm hoping we can use their laws against them.
Well, that's going to be great, isn't it? I mean, because, throw the book at her, Dano. Do it. Right? Throw the book at her. Go get her. Right? Get her over and make a showcase because they are putting people in prison over here for memes.
And over there.
That is a prisonable offence over in the States, and I think you can get anything up to 10 years and unlimited fines for doing that. So, I mean, let's make an example of her the way that he is making, Storm is making an example of people with the memes over here.
Look,
that'll soon get the message through to them.
Let's be honest, the people they accuse of interfering in elections, like your Trump and Russia and Elon Musk, pardon me, and all these other people, it's just a cloak to hide the fact that it's them actually doing it. Yeah. So they pulled out all. I think we said this on an earlier podcast in the week. It's all a threat to our democracy, whatever the hell our democracy is. They've just made this up. Again, it's failed tactics. It's boring. Now,
democracy? You're calling this country a democracy? This country is on the verge of being a failed state.
Well, anyway, without having a debate, it's a constitutional monarchy. But anyway, look, we talked about
Get rid of him as well. He's getting on my nerves. He won't stand up and speak for anybody.
We talked about
I'm sorry, I'm on a box.
The guy who was having a go at Musk. The guy who was having a go at Musk the week before, and then all of a sudden now he's been allegedly trying to meet children for sex.
Yeah.
Now, we're on about these 100... What's her name? Sophia Patel. She sends 100 staffers to the US.
She wanted to.
Right? With the intention, and these are their words, to kill Elon Musk's Twitter. Now, that's because they can't control it anymore, can they?
No.
Because after Musk showed that the security services were literally controlling Twitter, they're done and finished with this. Now, that was the Twitter files, by the way, if anyone wants to look at that. They also created a centre for countering digital hate, and that was set up by someone called Morgan McSweeney, who was Starmer's chief of staff.
You know, and there was a Labour MP that was canvassing over there. It was a woman. And I think that she might get a tap on the shoulder from the men in black.
But what's Elon's crime here exactly? They're saying he set out to undermine and remove a democratically elected government. No, he asked them he wants another election. Now, so we'll have a look at who else interferes with elections then, shall we?
Yeah.
So 1 million people signed a petition who wanted them gone. Is that interfering with a democratic process? Is it?
Yeah.
Is it? Okay. Let's have a listen to this then, because the logic of these fruitcakes is unbelievable. So we've got
fruitcakes. They are with a capital F.
Remember Liz Truss? Here we go. Keir Starmer renews call for immediate general election after Truss resigns, interfering with democratic process. Angela Rayner did the same in 2022. Now, Barry Gardner's been on the news at the minute, and he's been the one championing all this. Oh, never mind. Trade Secretary Barry Gardner said the party would immediately table the motion in a bid to bring down the government. I remember what they all did to Boris.
Yeah.
And 9 years of trying to reverse a democratic vote. And we're meant to believe Elon Musk's the one interfering with our democracy, or whatever that's meant to mean.
And look what they're doing now. They are allowing all those elections, which are coming up now, to be set aside whilst they sort things out. And they're also going to be relaxing voter ID completely. So you know what that means, don't you?
More interference. Just
Correct.
like when the Democrats used everything in their judicial system and all social media and the security services to what? Stop Trump and all his witch hunts.
Yeah.
That's the biggest election interference I have ever seen. Plus, they'd used false claims of sexual abuse. That's disgusting. And then articles in the American press saying, we all conspired to bring Trump down. They've literally admitted it. Yeah, it's us. Oh,
and again, no pun intended, fiddling while Rome is burning. And that's nothing, no point
so
to
basically what we've got here is, as I said, we're verging on a failed state. And we're turning into a dictatorship where people are too frightened to say anything about this government. Well, I'll be honest with you. I think this government is crap. I want it out. I want it to actually collapse. And I want all those Labour MPs to lose their jobs.
Whoa, stop interfering in a democratic process and destroying our democracy.
That was the point I was going to make.
These people are the worst of creatures. That's what they are. They are the worst of creatures, and they have the worst tactics to bring anyone down they don't dislike. But when someone calls for fixing the problems they've caused, they will literally have a meltdown and cry about it like babies. Oh, democracy. Oh, get them
Trevor,
gone.
will you shut up? We can't get a word in edgeways with you. Will you shut up?
I've just had a light bulb moment, because it's all right, you two spouting about we need this, we need that, we need that. We haven't got anybody.
Yep.
What we need now in this country is the Lib Dums and the Green Party. We need proportional representation and those two to run the country, because there's nothing else left. There's nothing out there for us. It's got to be a coalition of the Lib Dums and the cabbages. That's the way it is. It's got to be that way.
The glib dums and the
glib
cabbages.
Dums and the cabbages.
It sounds like
always said.
Sounds like a new band.
As I was growing up, you've got to eat your greens.
Yep.
So it's as simple as
we could eat them up.
We need them. We need them. There's nobody else out there. Nobody else out there. We can't have the cons. We can't have,
Starmer and the Backtrackers. We can't have that band either.
Labour and the Backtrackers. Starmer and the Granny Hammers and all that lot.
Flip Flop and the Backtrackers, I think it was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Kemi and the Kooks.
We seem to have Reform, which is, Conservative 0.20, which people keep pointing out. And so we've got nothing, to be honest. And it's going as well as my New Year's resolution, which I started off. It was great. It was about the 1st of January when it was exercise, extra large doner kebab, please. That's how it went, and over a matter of 4 days.
Don't worry, mate. We're going to be saved soon, mate. Charlie Mullins has come and put his cape on to save.
And he's going to do it all with a straight face.
Oh my God!
Pandemic. He can't even speak.
I'm going to stand for reform, and don't worry, I'll abide by all the Brexit wins. Oh, don't worry, I won't be bothered about any of that stuff. I'll just abide by it. All right.
What happens if while he's standing for reform, there's another pandemic? He's going to have cognitive dissonance. What's he going to do? Lock us all in our homes or
pandemic? See that there? I'm just going to. I'm doing props now. You know, like Blue Peter and all that lot. See that there? That's the final straw that breaks the camel's back. That's Charlie Mullins.
Yeah.
Reform. Goodbye.
Yeah, idiots. Absolute idiots.
Jeez.
Bring on
Charlie
Rupee
Mullins.
and bring
Charlie
back
Mullins.
Ben.
End of.
Yep. And as you say again, bring back Rupee and bring back Rupert. Make him the leader and bring back Ben. That's what we need.
Uncle Ben, Rupert the Bear.
No, not Uncle Ben.
Not wrong, Uncle Ben.
Dong. In fact, I can't call him Big Ben because he's smaller than me.
Oh, is that right?
We'll call him Little Ben then.
Little Ben. He come across the stage when I was in Manchester. We was all having a photo shoot, and he came across the stage and stood next to me because I didn't make him look as bad.
Oh.
And that's a fact. That I've got the photo. I can show you that photo.
So is Ben fat?
No, he's not fat. No, he's very, very lean.
No, he just made Trev look tall.
He's very, very lean. And he came over to me because I was the smallest one next to him. But a lovely person. What a lovely guy.
Unlike me. I'm a dastard.
It's nothing like you.
No, you're honourable.
No, it's nothing like you. He's a very polite gentleman.
I think he's too polite sometimes, to be honest. I think he needs to turn around and go, nice, you're a dickhead.
Yeah, well.
All right, let's call it there, the music. In. Now, if you got anything to say it while the music's playing.
Labour are rubbish.
I'll second that.
I want to put forward that the Conservatives and the Glib Duns are just as rubbish.
There's only one thing worse than a lot of them. And that's Charlie Mullins.
Yeah. Oh, no. What about the Greens? They're bad. They're bad news.
No, well, you just eat your greens. Do as you're told.
I'm not eating any of those. No way, Jose. We should go out, when they're campaigning. We should go out and just go, hey, give peas a chance.
Yeah. That's my motto for the Looney Party.
I get that guy, Mr. Broccoli. Give peas a chance.
Just imagine if they had a leader called Mr. Broccoli.
Oh, that would be brilliant. That would be brilliant.
We're going to have to do that. We're going to have to we're going to have to start working out apt names. Like Totter for Labour.
Yeah.
Mr. Broccoli for the Green Party.
Twat for Starmer.
Yeah, that's right. Things like that. We're going to have to do that. We could do that as an exercise.
And what are we going to do for our MPs?
Lens. That covers them all then, doesn't it? In one.
That's it.
It's very easy.
Oh, that's actually, I like that what you said. Starmer.